What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl KeytoSerenityByKWade, and if you're new here, stop what you're doing and subscribe to the channel. Over here, we're all about healing, growing, flourishing, and glowing. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, baby, you might as well subscribe so you can catch more videos like this in the future. I plan on filling this wall with all of my artwork and taking this poster. I know y'all can't see it, but y'all can see a little bit. It's a poster right here. I plan on taking that poster down and just filling this wall with my artwork so it could be like a little art exhibit in my room. That has nothing to do with today's video. I just wanted to share that myself. Today's video is about fear, and it's about, more specifically, what's on the other side of fear. If you see me looking down, it's because I have notes, because I have ADHD, baby. And if I don't have notes, we're going to be all over the place. So this is to keep me in order. But before we really get deep in the topic of this video, I want you to think to yourself, what are you fearful of? And when I'm thinking of fear, think about something that is keeping you from excelling, keeping you from elevating. I'll answer this question first. So for me, I have a fear of success and a fear of being seen. I know that sounds crazy. You're probably thinking a fear of success. What's wrong with you? Like, huh? You have a fear of being seen, but I'm looking at you and you looking at me, and we was thinking woo 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 woo. This fear of being seen and this fear of success has been programmed into me since I was a young lad. Okay, I've always considered myself a loner. At a very young age, I consider myself a loner. I am the weird girl. Rico Nasty said, growing up, I was the weird kid. I need a Millie cat, because for real, growing up, I was the weird kid. And that is a-okay, because look at me now, living in my truth authentically. But just being at such a young age and feeling alienated because I didn't look like everybody else, I didn't dress like everybody else. I tried to fit myself in those type of boxes, but that is honestly the root of me having a fear of being seen and a fear of success. This still happens till this day, but growing up and current day, I'm the person, if I'm talking, nobody hears me. I can talk as loud as possible. Nobody will hear me. But if the person next to me say the exact, I mean, bar for bar, the exact same thing I said, everybody hear that person, everybody acknowledge that person. But it's like, I literally just said that. So why didn't nobody acknowledge me? So that caused me to feel like a shadow, and that's something that really stuck with me, and it's still kind of stuck with me, but I'm trying to break out of that. But just feeling like a shadow, that was the beginning of fear of being seen, because even when I will talk, people will interrupt me as if I'm not talking, like as if I'm not there, as if my presence is not even detected in the room. These are agreements that I'm currently actively breaking, because I know that I am not a shadow. I know that I need to be seen. That is literally linked to my success. I have a fear of success, and that is linked to being seen. I have a fear of being seen, and that is linked to my success. These invisible barriers and agreements that was placed upon us when we were younger and maybe current day is what's keeping, myself included, but that's what's keeping us back from the other side of fear. On the other side of fear is discomfort. We have been conditioned to run when things get uncomfortable. But I want you guys to shift that perspective. What if that discomfort that you feel when it comes to whatever it is that you may be afraid of, what if that's a signal? What if that's a sign from the divine that you are on the right path? And if you keep going into that depth of uncomfortability, that's where you will meet the divine. This idea of comfortability. We like to stay comfortable. We don't like when things are uncomfortable, because when things are comfortable, that means it's familiar and predictable, and we can predict the patterns and what's to come. It gives us a false sense of control. Comfortability gives us a false sense of control, because we can predict what's going to happen. So we feel like we're in control of the situation when in reality, it's doing nothing but holding us back. In the book, Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Wynn, he said this quote. He stated this quote, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? Everything we want is on the other side of fear. The way out is by going deep within yourself to see and know that you will be okay no matter what. On the other side of fear is everything that we wanted. And we have to have the knowing that we are okay. We have to have the knowing that we are guided and protected when we are stepping into this box of uncertainty, this box of discomfort. On the other side of fear is our purpose. On the other side of fear is where we are destined to be. That fear we have is because whatever that thing is a direct connection to the divine, God, the universe, whatever resonates with you. That feeling of fear is the feeling of the divine. So imagine how you will feel if you were face to face with the creator. Some of y'all may say, "Oh, I'm going to be confident." No, you're going to be fearful, and that's not a bad thing. You'll feel anxious, you'll be nervous because you know that the divine is love. You know that the divine has so much power. So when you're in the presence of it, you are going to feel discomfort even though the divine is such a loving entity. Recognizing that beyond that fear is our divine purpose. Beyond our fear lies our prayers. Beyond that fear lies our manifestations. That's waiting. All of that is literally waiting for you on the other side of fear. All the things that we desire, this idea of divine purpose, this idea of our prayers being answered, this idea of our manifestations, all of that will appear and arrive once we get out of our comfort zone. If you know that you are destined to do something, you have to take that leap of faith. You have to take that step onto the other side of fear, because on the other side, that's when you will start building your empire. That is where the beginning of your empire starts, when you get out of that comfort zone. Once you push yourself to be uncomfortable, when you push yourself to walk into the unknown. Recently, I discovered my new favorite book. It is called Illusions: The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah by Richard Bach. This picture right here is actually inspired by the book and this quote that I'm about to say. He says this quote, and it's so profound, and this whole book is just a beautiful book. So if you need some insight, I recommend the audiobook. I will drop it in the description box below so you guys could check it out. But he said this quote, and it goes, "You are never giving a wish without also being given the power to make it true." And if y'all seen my last video, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, I literally said a quote basically on those lines. And this was before I even discovered the book, y'all. Before I even discovered the book. But you are never giving a wish without also being given the power to make it come true. So whatever it is in your heart, you are destined to do it. That wouldn't be placed on your heart if it wasn't meant to come true. Now, I'm only saying wishes of love and positivity, things that reflect the divine, not no evil. No. Okay, we don't do that over here. Okay. But the divine placed those on your heart because that is your birthright. You are destined to receive and achieve those things. But you can only do that once you step out of your comfort zone and you get on the other side of fear. This wish that was placed on your heart, that was given to you by the divine, God, the universe, whatever resonates with you, it is very anxiety inducing, I shall say. It's something that causes fear because it's such a huge responsibility. Whatever that wish is, it's your divine purpose. And that's a big thing to think about, honestly. So, of course, I understand why you're afraid to start. I understand why it's hard to even begin because it's such a heavy responsibility. But that responsibility was placed on you because only you are able to execute that plan. You are the one chosen to execute that plan. And knowing that this is a huge responsibility, it can lead you to have self limiting beliefs. It can lead to self doubts. It can lead to overthinking, but understand that those agreements that are holding you back, they were not meant for you. That is not what the divine placed onto you. That's what other people projected onto you, and you agreed with it. And so you planted that seed. And if that's a seed that was planted from years and years ago, it's going to take time to uproot that plant or whatever that seed up out of your system. It is fearful facing your divine purpose, but you are never giving a wish without the power to make it come true. So that should give you a sense of comfort that whatever was placed in your heart, you have the necessary tools already within you to accomplish, to receive. I want to close this video out with some affirmations that I actually got from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. It's an audiobook on YouTube where she's reading it, but I don't have the physical copy, but she did read a list of affirmations. These affirmations pertain to creativity. So I'm going to read 4 of the affirmations out of that long list that I feel like resonates with this video, and it may resonate with you. My dream comes from God, and God has the power to accomplish them. Through the use of my creativity, I serve God. I'm a channel for God's creativity. I'm willing to let God create through me. I'm going to repeat those affirmations again. My dreams come from God, and God has the power to accomplish them. Through the use of my creativity, I serve God. I'm a channel for God's creativity. I am willing to let God create through me. I'm going to say them a third time. My dreams come from God, and God has the power to accomplish them. Through the use of my creativity, I serve God. I am a channel for God's creativity. I am willing to let God create through me. That is all for today's video. I hope this video was very insightful and helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what your fear is. So for me, I have a fear of success and a fear of being seen. So I want you to, if you want to share, you don't have to share. Comment down below what your fear is and what are you doing to overcome that fear. And if you don't decide to share your fear, just comment down below what you are doing to overcome any fear that you may have. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all the support and the love. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you beautiful people in the next one.